has seen better days. Uh-oh, time to move. The hole's getting bigger.
Seymour, the children are playing in the hall again. Shouldn't you get that fixed?
Edna, you know they just cut the school's budget. Begin braking procedure. Otto, why don't you get some more gas? Here's the credit card. And a mint for afterwards. Okay, hop on.
Well, Seymour, because of your penny pinching, we're coming back from a field trip with the fewest children yet. You have to start putting money back into the school. I don't care what you say, I can taste the newspaper. By ignoring them, you're selling out these children's futures.
We both know these children have no future. Prove me wrong, kids. Prove me wrong.
I'm worried that all this posturing and saber rattling could lead to a teacher's strike. Strike, eh? Ow! My bones are so brittle. But I always drink plenty of milk.
You know, we have a lot of expressions in the English language.
I don't even know what I'm saying.
What are we talking about?
Where'd that come from?
Most all of us use them every day.
I don't even know what that means.
No one knows what it means.
You know, we just say them as if they really made sense.
I mean, how silly is that?
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
What the f*** is he talking about?
You know what I love? What's up? I'll get into that later. What's good? You know who it is. You know what it is. It's me, Mario. Welcome to the Appraise the Phrase show, Origins of Everyday Expressions, where we're here to do three things: unveil the origin, confirm the meaning, and assess the value of common everyday phrases. Hey, Mario. Yes, sir. What's good, bro?
Oh, all good, brother. All good. What's going on with that?
Yeah.
All right.
You know what? I wanted to say this real quick, and I want you to tell me how your day's going. I really do. Or how your life's been since the last time we got together on this forum. But the countdown to hearing Chris Tucker's voice is literally like, I'll start the intro will start, and I'm like, all right, I have a countdown until I hear Chris Tucker's voice, and I better get, it's like,
I better get everything.
Exactly. Get the powder guy off me. Get off me.
Fix my collar so my makeup won't get on my neck.
Put the donut away. Get the napkin out my.
Take a last dip.
Exactly.
Are we live? Yeah.
That's it,
exactly
man. That's
it.
It. People could only see man. BTS. But no, how are you, my friend?
I'm good, man. You know what? My mental capacity is almost at its fill. Like I feel like there's a lot of things that I don't have the mental capacity for anymore, and it's like I got to get some of this other shit off my mind before I can get
any more in life or any more currently.
Just you know what it is. It's like when you get that message saying that your memory is getting there, maybe you should buy some more memory, or you can delete some things, and you're like, I'm not buying no more memory.
Don't you can't advertise no more cloud storage.
I can't, bro. Let me go through these albums and see what I can get rid of. That's where I'm at right now, dog. I'm like, let me go through these albums and see whatever it is I can get rid of.
Gotcha, man. Gotcha. Well, hopefully you don't delete nothing that you need later.
Yeah, right. That's the part right there. That's the kicker, bro. That's the kicker. Man, I knew I had a picture of my tire, man. I need the numbers on my tire, so I knew I had that shit. It's like shit like that you delete that you think you'll never need.
You're like, oh my God. Now's the time. Life or death. Yoda. Man, well, I'm glad that hopefully some events will come into play, lifestyle things that will allow a natural deletion, and you can create some capacity and feel good about what you got going on.
Yeah, no, that's definitely what it is, man. It's the anxiety of the message more than actual needing the room for everything. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like, yeah, okay, all right, now I got to shape up.
Gotcha. Well, like I said, I'm on that team. I am not there at all. I'm in another place that is I think I'm not in my version of that, but I do have something where it's like I don't have an advanced smartphone analogy off the top of my head right now, and I'm trying. Like this is me stalling to get one. But no, I don't. I don't. But no, it's really like it's like, do I need like apps, just straight apps like this? This fucking app.
Yeah, right. Do I need
all right, man. And every day lately, I'm like, I'm gonna delete this fucking app. But like, I be going to this app every day, and it's not because I don't want the app. It's because the app not doing exactly what I needed to do. So I'm like, there's got to be another app for this that does the exact same thing but better. And then there's not. You have the best one of the versions of the app.
Yeah, bro. It's like there has to be another app that helps me download food menus
quicker. Like this is
like this.
All right, man. Hey, y'all, we could check in for hours. Let's get into the episode today, and got my dog in here. We've actually mentioned this guy. I think like in 6 of the episodes.
I don't know, man. He's probably going to start asking us to pay him. Exactly. We do mention him a lot.
Good thing he signed like your name and likeness. Like,
yeah, bro. Yes.
Player 99 type shit.
D-Lee is in the building, man. He held out. He held out as long as he could, not speaking. He's definitely player 99 here. It's like, hey, look. But we're glad to have you. I haven't seen you since Ep 1, but you have been referenced, brother. You have been because of your presence in episode 1. With the syllables, we have, I think, added that into the algorithm.
Something like it, not it.
Yeah, not like yeah, like we did.
Like
exactly. So not your exact,
not your exact method, but a little bit of like just different enough that it is not your
exact. Hey, look, like what's the boy's name? Vanilla Ice. It's the little Tinks.
Are you talking about Vanilla Ice? Or are you talking about Vanilla Ice? Rob Van Winkle, I think it is.
Could be, man. Could be. D-Lee, how you doing? What's good? I have a question for you in your rundown of how you're doing. Can you give me, for possibly the last episode of the season, I can have it ready, what is a plugin that will represent you well? I didn't want to make that decision on my own.
Are we talking about? I'll answer your first question. I can't complain, bro. I'm glad to be here again. I think this is the 6th episode that I've been on.
He's counting, Mario. He's counting.
So
he's got a quota, internal quota.
So I'm just saying I damn need a green screen at this point, you know?
Exactly,
like
bro.
I might got to come up with a drop, you know, a little producer tag or whatever.
I'm just saying, like, I think you do deserve a drop, if nothing else.
If nothing else, and just emphasis on nothing else.
Like I said, that's not in the budget. So.
Yeah. I can listen. I can slide another in lieu of another sound. I can put your sound in. Now I'm gonna ignore the green screen comment.
My guy said, he said, we just got kombucha in the ATP refrigerator.
Exactly.
Now you want this?
There goes the kombucha.
There goes
the kombucha.
We just got the tap.
Oh,
see, I would hit that plug in right now if you had one. What would be one?
So just confirm, when you say plug in, you mean like the drop? Like are those synonymous?
The drop. Yeah.
Exactly what we're talking about.
I don't even know, because like, I mean, the Dan Daniel thing pops in the head, but that's so dated, and I don't think that's me. So I don't know. I might gotta report back on that one.
But your name, if I can find something that has your name in it, more so than where you're affiliated from, because that's where I was gonna go. Like, oh, something VA, and I'm like, is that also too cliche? I don't know.
But I mean, Clips got some shit.
Yeah, it just got to be. It's got to be very fast, so they don't.
Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Sorry to brothers Gene and Terrence.
Correct.
I want no smoke.
None, man. I don't want.
We'll get back on it.
Yeah, cool. We'll circle back. I'm gonna need that before the last episode if you're gonna be on it, so I can do that. I can do you a service. But his background will not be green, ladies and gentlemen. We can guarantee that by that time.
There is no line item for that.
No. All right, man.
Maybe in season 6 budget. Maybe in the season 6
Yeah.
budget.
We can definitely punt that to season 6 and really talk that through, man. No, it's exciting. Y'all see what type of episode it's gonna be already. So let's get into the phrase of the day. Brought to you by D. Lee, Damn Daniel from VA. And I'm glad he did. One, it stands. It's a close one to me for reasons. It's also a good one and had some rich history. So, without waiting, without stalling, let's unveil the origin, confirm the meaning, and assess the value of robbing Peter to pay Paul.
And in 8 parts, I'll explain that phrase.
All right, man. 20. Connection to it, thoughts up on it. What's up?
No connections to it. I mean, I've heard it before.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I can't really say that that's something that maybe it's a northern thing. I'm assuming maybe I don't know. Who knows? Maybe it's a territorial thing. But like, it's just, I'm trying to figure out whether like a great aunt used to say, like, if it's one of those things that I've heard as a kid or just. I don't think so. I don't think I've come into contact with it too much where it's like people around me are saying.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm assuming it's just, you're doing wrong to one person to make up for something you did wrong to another person, or not just wrong, but just to make up whatever you're lacking for, someone else. So, or it could be a situation where you're making someone else feel a little bit more comfortable as opposed to making someone that you've been doing the show with for 5 years feel a little more comfortable. Ain't that how I be though, right? That's how I be.
In the board.
I wish I was more prepared for that saying. I would have let it go on a little bit more without laughing, but like,
I gotta stack my papers like yes, just like that, exactly like that.
Yeah.
No, it's a pre-recording joke. Everyone listening and watching,
yeah, it's a wink.
We
call that a wink
know.
In the industry, guys. Call that a wink.
You won't.
All right, but yeah, that's what I think. It's like more of a situation where you're doing someone a little bit more, like doing something wrong to someone to kind of make up for something for someone else. So
got you where I'm at.
And that's all I have to say about that.
All right, D. Lee, what made you bring this phrase? What's your connection to it?
I bought this phrase?
Bro, you definitely said it.
D. Lee, you
in the chat.
Oh, I guess I did.
No. There's no guessing.
There's no guessing at all, D. Lee. You brought this. What, D. Lee? That's the reason why you're actually like, we would have definitely had to pay for this shit if you was not on the show and you put it in the chat, say, yeah, y'all should do this.
I just showed up, bro. No, but one thing about me, bro, I just be saying
that should be his plug right there, Mario. I just showed up.
No, that is funny though. I do just be talking.
Well, scratch that. So, what's your connection to it? forget ever thinking about bringing it.
Billy's like, I have no connection.
Yeah, like I actually.
Well, I mean, in context, it does roll off the tongue, as you can see. It is. I don't know. I guess we'll find out shortly if there is a biblical origin to it. Because when I hear Peter and Paul, I think disciples. I do not think one of them was robbed at the expense of the other, or vice versa. But those are the names that I associated with. But yeah, I mean, I pretty much concur with 20's kind of assessment of it, 20's understanding of it, but not out of context. Like, I don't know the origin of it or anything.
All right, cool. And do you hear it? Do you hear it when you? Is it something you hear a lot?
I actually
you must have heard it once.
I don't know.
You had to have heard it once, bro. like,
I guess I can't
like,
avoid you bringing it because you have to.
bro, the guests are probably listening to this show like, oh, yo, these cats is really on one today. What's going on with D-Lee? Like, the guests are like, the guests are really confused right now, D-Lee.
Sorry, guys.
No, they're fine.
No, it's all right.
No,
They'll be okay. We'll cut the comments off.
But to answer your question, I think so. Virginia is an interesting state because there's like certain pockets of it where things are just like the culture is like totally different.
Yeah.
So I have heard it for sure in Virginia. I think it was more so like within my family circles, definitely more so than like my friend circles or like outside of family. But I definitely heard it before.
Okay,
clearly.
got you.
And that's all I have to say about that.
For me, I mean, you leaned on the biblical side of it. I've heard it, but not from specifically religious folks, which I've had been around, fair share. But I do like to lean on what both of you are saying. I don't know if it's not Southern, but I know, or my experience with it is elder. So when you said like 20, like, hey, is it great? Like it would have had to have been because I've heard it then and it stuck, maybe because of like the religious connection I grew up around. But yeah, it's like right now it's said, I think like it's used in context, but also as a punchline in the context. I don't think it's used willy-nilly or just brought up for the hell of it. But I think at this stage, even like elders would say it because they used to say it, even though they mean it in the moment that they said it. That's how I look at it. Like, so, and my understanding of it is that like, yeah, you giving something in exchange to or for the sake of someone else. Now let's get into what the definitions are. So we got Merriam Webster has an official one. They say robbing Peter to pay Paul is to take money that was meant for one person or thing and use it to pay someone else or to pay for something else. That's how they define it. Then we got Cambridge Dictionary. They define robbing Peter to pay Paul as to borrow money from one person to pay back money you borrowed from someone else. And then we gotta go to Collins Dictionary for the first time in season 5. The Collins Dictionary defines it as a person transferring money from one group of people or place to another rather than providing extra money. All right, so semi-reverse order. I'll still go last. D-Lee, any one of these stand out or connect closer to what you thought it was? Any words, ideas, shock you?
Not shock per se. I mean, I guess like from when we were talking about it, we weren't really talking so much financial, but it makes sense that like it has a primarily financial origin.
Well, these just definitions.
Yeah. So financial definitions, rather. So yeah, I mean, it pretty much checks out. I do think that to our point that it could be metaphorical, in terms of like a sentiment or something like that. Yeah. But I mean, the definitions pretty much check out though.
Gotcha. 20.
Honestly, I'm surprised. Like even in the definition, I'm surprised that it was so. I guess a better use of a word is definite with money and financial. I would say, what was the last one again, brother? The name of the last Dictionary. One? I think Collins probably hit it a little bit more for me. I would say that because I feel like the other two are just, too plain or too. It sounded like you were saying the actual phrase, actually, as opposed to actually defining the phrase. Yeah. So, yeah, I go with the Collins on this one. It's just it's crazy that they really was just going by, hey, yes, stealing money or I think which one was the second one?
Cambridge said borrow, yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy that they said borrow. Yeah. That's crazy that they said borrow because actually it's like when you put the word robbing in there, that's not borrowing.
Exactly.
So you're not robbing them. So I thought that was kind of weird that they put the word borrow in there, but yeah, I would say Collins probably have the closest one out of all of them to me.
Got you. And then here's my take, combining y'all's thoughts is like, one, yes, I think Collins, for how I would have thought about it in the context how people use it, is like, no, you just moving money around because you don't got the extra money to make everything square. Like, that's how it is. It's like, all right, I ain't got it to do this, but I usually use this for this, but I'm not going to use it for this. I'm going to use it for that. You know what I'm saying? And it's something like that. Now, what Webster said, yeah, take money that was meant for one person or thing and use it to pay someone else. Yeah, I guess so. The borrowing from someone else, that's a little more to Cambridge. And typically I'm rocking with them. This is one where I'm like, is borrow, even though borrow typically is less threatening, this seems more predatory as a definition than the other two, because it's like, if you're borrowing from one person to pay back someone else you borrowed from, like, that's a level of like your debt inception for real, as opposed to just not paying one thing to pay another thing. Like, the borrowing aspect is like, damn, you don't have it for neither.
Right.
If you're borrowing from one to, like, at least with my understanding of it, you at least got it for one thing and you're using what you usually use it for another thing. So let's see if any of these check out or if any of these stand up for real, and dive into the origin.
Where'd that come from?
All right, man, we're going to go all the way back to the 13th century, 1296. The first known appearance of the sense of the proverb is from the Science of Chirurgy of Lafranc of Milan in Italy. And they used it in a way that I'm going to try to read the original text. It's full of words that are not spelled the way they are spelled today. So I try to keep it cool when I do that. And make medicine, Pat, been competent to be the same complexion for some medicine as for Peter, but is not good for Paul, for the diversity of complexion and teaching, but might find general in P, whatever. So that sentence,
I believe it's pronounced
soft E. That's why we,
yeah.
As first thought, some think it's just like a collocation of common names of the time. You know, like how we say Tom, Dick, and Harry, which is a irreversible trinomial, and we learned about that in season 3. And then like some, religious connotations were added later, because Paul and Peter are just common names. So maybe that's why they threw it in there, because it's not actually the robbing part in that one. But where it actually jumped off was a whole century later, in the 14th century, 1380, second straight week, we're mentioning this guy, John Wycliffe, who was responsible for popularizing and stretching the term breaking bread, published this saying in his selected English works. He said, "Lord, how should God approve that you rob Peter and gift the robber to Paul in the name of Christ? How can you approve that, God?" So, Wycliffe, his selected English works, that publication is a collection of his reformist ideas. Like if you listen to episode 10, go listen to it. He's a guy that just did not rock with the general moves of the church and popular state. He challenged the authority of church hierarchy. He emphasized that scripture is the ultimate guide for Christian life. He argued for a return to a simpler, Christ-like model of faith and practice. And his writings were central to the Lollard movement that laid the groundwork for later Reformations, Protestants, all that stuff, which we can, as black folks, detest. if we want to. I forget which ones really persecuted black folks, Protestants, or there's another group. But so Wycliffe put this in there like, hey, I don't approve of that. Now, the biggest thing that this did was, like I said, get that Lollard movement going. And the Lollards were basically early English reformers that were inspired by John Wycliffe. And they also were seeking, like they took it a step further and like acted out on seeking a simpler life focused on accessibility and sharing as one of their core principles. Like share the word, share with people, share community. I'm going to bring this to y'all with that said. Huh?
No, I'm just like, man, this is
What's up?
This is crazy. I'm just listening to it. I'm like, damn, this has like I wouldn't have thought this would have came from this saying.
No.
Like you know, I was like, not to even cut that off.
No, jump in. More of it.
You're driving. I wouldn't think that we would get this from this saying type of deal. I really thought that it would be some like violence, thriller, drama. You know what I'm saying? Like just because of the actual saying, yeah. I'm thinking like, oh, Buddy had to cut him because he had stole money from him. He had ran him down the street. You know what I'm saying? Like something like that. I don't know why I was expecting
because robbery.
Because it knows. Yeah, bro. Like I guess that's what it was. I was expecting more emphasis on an actual robbery or an actual fraud or deception as opposed to just, you know, somebody saying, man, God, man, you can't be doing this. You know what I'm saying? Like that. You get what I'm saying? I was expecting a little bit more of a thriller or a drama as opposed to,
well,
you know.
We may get there.
We may get there.
We may get there. This is like the earliest publications. So we may get there. But yeah, it's like, and what we're finding out, man, is whoever had the ear of the people.
Whoever had the ear, bro. I feel like that's the last 4 or 5 sayings that we did was like, whoever just had the ear, like, hey y'all, and also don't forget this, because this was it right here. I've been practicing on this one. This is right here.
Oh, if you like that, like, listen to this.
Oh, you gonna love
it. Oh, you like that one? Look. Oh, okay, well. All right, well. Green eggs and ham.
Yeah, brother. But check this, Sam. I am. You know what I'm saying? Like,
on a train, or on a plane.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah,
dude, who are these people, bro? Like, who are these people that are saying these things that lasted? This is what you said.
1296, dog, is where that first one said, and then Wycliffe is 1380, bro. We can't even imagine life in 1380, G.
Dude, there's no way. There's no way you can, bro. I can't even. Sometimes I don't even think past 1800.
Bro, like,
you know what I'm saying? Like there's no way you can even think it's 1296.
What's that like? Cause
how many months were there?
Real shit.
Was it 12 months back then?
Real shit. Like how? Because like now I'm really starting to go. Because 1296 is real close to 1,000. And then when you think of 1,000, you're like, y'all didn't have nothing. Y'all didn't have shit.
There's no way.
That's actually what I was gonna say. Like if you get hot once, like. What else is there to do? You know, like just dude, that new Dr. Seuss drop.
Let's go.
You know what I mean? Bro, they thirsting for the next one.
Bro, that is crazy, dude.
They buy it and he's selling.
Like, what is even buying and selling is crazy. Like, what are you? What are you even talking about? Like, robbing. What is robbing? Like, that's where I'm at. Like, how far are we from robbing? Like, wait a minute. What is robbery? Like, how far are we from the introduction of what robbery is?
Yo, exactly, Mario. That's exactly what I'm over here laughing. I'm like, dude, like, wait. So they motherfuckers was getting robbed at 1296. Motherfuckers get robbed? Like, it wasn't a barter system. It wasn't like they had. Like,
how did you know? Like, how did you know that you were robbed in 1296? Like, first, what is the item? What do you think?
What's the item? What is the item? Hey, man, y'all seen, I had this gray rock over here, man. This rock was just to tell me where, you know what I'm saying, my yard started. And somebody took my rock, and now I don't even know where my yard started. I don't even know where my field, because that's what they call it back in the hopefully, I don't even know. My field, my land. You know, like what?
They probably had
What
shekels
is
back
going
then.
on, dude?
You know,
You
little
think?
shekel with a little pouch or whatever.
Yeah, like,
I mean,
okay,
there was
yeah,
currency, so
run that pouch. But again, you will see that. Like maybe I'm trying to break and expand my mind here. Like,
But you'll see him tomorrow. Yeah, you're right, Rob. No. If that's what you're going to say, Mario, you'll see the person who robbed you tomorrow.
I'm not gonna see you.
It's not like he's robbing you. Oh yeah, I'm about to head over to Cali. I just came over to New York. I'm about to head over to Cali real quick. So you know, I was robbing people back in New York. That's why I'm in Cali right now. It's not like that. It's not like that. It's not like that. It's not like that.
It can't be, dog. It can't be. So you got me from a little pouch.
We definitely digressed.
We have digressed. But great.
I had to ask that question, dude. I was like, wait, what's going on right now? What are we listening to?
To the point where it was already like, this is where it hit. This is where it hit. Now the Paul, whatever. Let's get bringing us back. That was great. Okay, the Lollards. I guess I'm gonna slow grind this, getting us back, because now I gotta tie what you just said to these Lollards.
Can I say?
Of course, we're potting.
I think it's possible though that we're associating like the robbery that we're used to the robbery back then. You know what I mean? Like,
of course we are, D. Lee. It's 1296.
But we were respecting all this bravado, and maybe people they were more nomadic back then. Maybe it was a little ride by type of deal. Like we don't know. We don't know.
Can I get that real quick? Probably did numbers until niggas realized what real quick was.
Let me hold that real quick. It's like, I don't think he's coming back.
Years have to go by before you say he's not coming back. Because time is different. So like years would have to go by before you're like, oh, I really needed that.
Yeah.
So.
And maybe the guy that was known for doing that name was Robert. and when you got robbed the other day, boy, that boy Rob came and asked for a pistol. Right. Never came back.
Hey, I'm moving on because I'm moving on. If robbing came from a dude named Rob,
that's on me. That's on me, y'all. I take full accountability.
What if Robert came from the robber?
That's what, like,
which came first?
Or, hey, we didn't get this nigga's name, but he be out there robbing. Hey,
Robert.
Rob, he's a Robert. That Robert, did you catch that Robert? And then they started, like, hey, I like that name. I'm gonna name my son that. And they're like, what? Why would you name your child? Wow.
I shouldn't have done that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, y'all. I said we're moving on.
that was on me. That was on me.
So the Lollards,
that was on me,
were early reformers. Mm-hmm. Now, connecting that is like reform was probably like, I'm giving people less credit for reform back then than I would for now, because it's like, I would like a subtle change. So I'm just going to start doing it. Because like, it's not like it's a surveillance state, right? Like, so right. I'm like, all right, if you can get 19 people to just start thinking this way a little bit differently, you got a reformist group. Like, you're good to go. So that's what they had. The Lollards were this group. They were like, hey, let's focus on like the accessibility of God's word and life and sharing and like how Christ would do it. Now, they had major opposition on this stance, major opposition on like accessibility and sharing. And before we move on, I got to ask, starting with you, 20, are there any areas in your world and your thoughts and your life where, it could be knowledge, it could be skills, it could be resources specifically that you keep to yourself that you could stretch to make more accessible for others around you? Like, is there anything that you gatekeep is the word these days?
Other than my trust,
oh my God.
Other than my trust, I would have to say, yeah, no, I think that's the most thing that I gatekeep, man. Listen, that's the one thing that I feel like would definitely benefit a lot of people
if you trusted more.
Yeah, no, like you having my loyalty and my trust is like beneficial to you. personally. Like you get what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like that is something you can utilize and that would benefit you. So I try to gatekeep it, because I do feel like the more people that I can be that way around, the better my life will be. So I look for it. But that's just personal. Um, I don't really like information. I'm a seeker of knowledge myself, so it's like it's hard for me to gatekeep knowledge or information. Um, yeah, man, I think that'll be it. Like, cause I'll gatekeep it until I get my fill, and then I like, like,
John nigga said, I will let the puppy go when I'm done playing with it.
yeah, exactly, dude. That's exactly how I am in life. I will gatekeep it until I'm like, yeah, all right, let me go ahead and share this with the world.
That's interesting. You said something about trust that I want to piggyback off of real quick before I pass to D Lee. And it's, I get what you mean. Like I realized, I would say about a year and a half ago or so, like firmly realized is that like without having actual trust issues, which I do not have, I do not trust. And I treat trust along the same lines of like worry, concern, or, things like that, because I think trust is established, confirmed, or even executed on in moments. So I don't like to say I trust someone if the moment of trust has yet to occur. So I say I lean on good faith, like, okay, this person isn't out to get me until I notice they're out to get me. Like everything they're doing is from something that has nothing to do with me and they're not trying to get me. But trust is like, oh, this opportunity for me to trust this person has arisen and they met it. Okay, boom. I can say I trust them, but I don't trust anything or anyone until that moment occurs. And it's not me taking it away or keeping it away from people as much as it is how could I measure that? Like I don't.
Yeah, that's true, Mario, man. Damn, you hit that on the head, because it's like the aspects of trust is formed around the negative aspects of trust. Like if somebody is always there, whatever the case may be, in a positive way, it's not like you look at it like, oh, I trust them. Like, you get what I mean? Like, I trust everybody to be who they are.
Yeah.
But will I trust you with my child?
Exactly. What are we talking about?
You know what I'm saying? Like that's you get what I mean? Like that right there, the aspect of like the anxiety. I wouldn't give you control over my anxiety. I wouldn't give you control over my worry. Not too many people can have that. Like, I will always worry about the safety of my children, but I feel like if I trust you, then I will allow myself to worry about my children with you.
Yes.
Because I'm always going to worry about them.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's a situation where, okay, do I push past that and say, yeah, can you watch them for a second, or they want to spend some time with you, allow them to spend time with you, type of deal. You know what I mean? As opposed to, yeah, I just trust humans to be imperfect, to make mistakes. I trust humans to, you get what I mean? And so it's like a situation where, I'm not going to get disappointed because, I knew you are who we thought.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't consider that trust of a person. Like you said, I believe that's trust in me. I actually am trusting me and what I see more so than like you. That's what I learned. Like, oh, I trust me big time. Like, but you, not that in a negative sense, but like there hasn't been an opportunity for me to have a positive or negative feeling of trust with you. D. Lee.
Just to confirm, can you ask the question one more time? Because I want to make sure I answer.
Areas of knowledge, skill, or resource that you keep to yourself that you could instead make more accessible for others around you. Something that you can like, I could do this if I wanted to.
Myself would be like a high level answer, as a whole. But I give a surface level like.
I mean,
answer.
That sounds like time in a sense.
Yeah.
Right.
So like, I'll give an example. So I'm a big advocate for stretching. Me more so. I've been injured before, and so like stretching actually helps me. Like, big advocate for yoga, stuff like that. And I am by nature someone who It's like, hey, I learned this thing. Like I found out this thing that benefits me. Let me like spread the gospel. You know what I mean?
A reformist.
And right. And I realized after like 5 years of zero converts to stretching that people don't stretch unless they're incentivized to stretch. Like they got to get hurt. Like nobody's going to wake up and just stretch. Like it's not enough value added. It doesn't move the needle for most people. And so I'm heavy in general, not just stretching, bring it back high level. I'm heavy at this point in my life on like, I'm just going to meet people on the other side of their experience. So like, if someone were to like get hurt, hey, D-Lee, I need to stretch. Like, what kind of stretch would you recommend? I'm right there. Like, no gatekeeping whatsoever. But like, I'm not gonna like shout it for the mountaintops at this point in life because it's just a fruitless effort.
Weird, you're like, you be like, all right, man, stay blessed. Hey, man, don't forget to stretch, man.
Yeah, imagine. I would love that if you went on a stretching campaign. Like, I need as many people stretching as possible. That would be, but I respect that, man. I respect that like approach of like, hey, when asked, like I am a chat bot, completely inactive unless you ask me a question.
That's so funny, bro. So do you, can I pry a little bit?
Of course, we're potting.
You see people walking and be like, man, if he stretched a little bit more, dog, he could probably go ahead. like you feel me? Like if he stretched his core a little bit more, man, he'd probably be like 2 inches more taller. You know what I'm saying? Like do you look at people like that and know that for a fact? Like, yeah, he stretched. Nah, he don't stretch his butt. You know what I'm saying? Like, is that how deep into the stretching game that you're in that you can notice that people are not stretching?
Not so much in those instances, like everyday life, but definitely, you know, like if I were to train at a gym and like it's a little bit obvious, especially for like squats.
Yeah.
There are some people who could benefit from stretching more because they could get lower in their squat. They would have more full range of motion. You know what I mean?
I'm a terrible person. So I'm going to ask you this, Dilly, because
I
automatically went here. And it's because I'm a terrible person. And I'm going to ask you to see if you're also a terrible person or if it's just me in the room that's terrible. So like when you notice those moments, because cool, like you're not out here scanning RoboCop stretch. But like in those moments, are you a like in disgust ass nigga? Like,
oh, look at that! Look at that form.
Look at Heylyn. He ain't stretching. He ain't here squatting.
His workout, Mario. He throws the bar. I just hate when people waste good form. I just hate it. I hate when people waste good form.
Yeah, like are you in disgust or are you generally like, it's just information?
No, man, it's just information at this point. You know, like again, like I'll meet people on the other side of their experience. There is a point in like, you know, it's a coming of age story. You know, like there is a point of like stretching militancy, whereas you know where there probably was more of that.
Yeah.
But at this point, like it's like a waste of an emotion because like what is me doing?
Oh, you really a chat? You were really a chat bot, dog.
Oh my god!
Hey, this is non-derogatory. But you a chat bot, G. Like,
that's fine.
Non-derogatory. But you really are leaned into like, hey man, I do not waste not one word.
Dude,
on this silly shit.
Did you? Okay, I'm sorry.
This is the last question. We got to get through this.
Y'all got me for the next. No, I'm kidding.
I know, right?
Has there been a situation where you recommended stretching and then you realize that the person didn't stretch and he's like, you know what?
Never mind.
I ain't having nobody no more.
There's literally been nobody. Like, you know, loved ones, obviously you start with the loved ones, you know, and like I love the loved ones, but nobody does it. Like, you know what I mean? That was the control group. And it was
hey,
if these niggas not gonna listen,
nix the whole experiment. Cut the funding. Cut the funding on Cut the funding on this. We're not doing no more experiments. Let's keep it going, y'all. Because for the sake of time, we are 43 minutes in and we've hit one leg of the journey.
Yeah, I'm about to trim the fat, Mario.
For real. So let's get to it. I'm not asking niggas no questions. No. Y'all jump in here. Y'all gonna have to be proactive. usually I'll seek out your. Y'all have to be proactive to get us through here. The expression was well enough established thanks to John Wycliffe for another guy who we said this again in episode. No, this was in episode 9. Now, no, it was episode 999. Not 10 for John Wycliffe. It was episode 9. But another nigga we mentioned in episode 9. I'm starting to think that he 1000% is the Thomas Edison of phrases. I'm starting to really believe that he's on the opposite end of William Shakespeare for me. John Heywood's back. He used this phrase in his book, which helped popularize it, but it was already kind of established because of Wycliffe in his reformist group. In his dialogue containing the number and effect of all proverbs in the English tongue. That's the name of the book. In 1546, and he wrote, "Rob Peter and pay Paul, thou sayest I do, but thou robbest and post Peter and Paul too." So he twisted it by saying, like, he used the phrase, but then he used it in a back and forth where two speakers swap proverbs to illustrate like the human folly and financial mismanagement and the ironies of everyday life. So now, again, we're going from 1296 where it's like finance, to like maybe they've established some sort of economy, because now John Heywood is like, man, robbing Peter to pay Paul, but like, you gonna rob Paul to pay Peter, so what are we even talking about? That's where he was at. And it underscores a recurring theme of false solutions and the idea that people often act as if cleverly maneuvering can escape reality, wherein actually, if you fall into debt once, you in debt for the rest of your, like, you can try to hopscotch debt. It's whatever move you make. And I think like in 1546, this probably was true. Cause like now we got other ways. Like you can become a pro athlete. You can win the lotto. You can, but like back then it's like, man, you in debt once, you in debt, dog. You can swap out all you want to. You in debt. So like that actually is why it grew even more, because that was a poignant thing, an important thing to say at that time, like an important note in the environment. So I'm going to ask y'all, be brief, be succinct. With your own energy, where have you robbed Peter to pay Paul? Like, do you your data? And we kind of talked about this at the beginning of the show, actually, 20, ironically, with your capacity, and I didn't even connect it, but like, do you take from yourself to pay other parts of yourself? Where at? Does it end up like, can you find some, like, have you found a way to find humor in it at this point? Are you satisfied acceptance of it? You think about it. I'm gonna ask D. Lee first. Yeah. D. Lee, anything you rob Peter to pay Paul within your own self, energy wise, mentally?
Yeah. First of all, I want to say shout out to filing bankruptcy, because that whole like, once you in debt forever. Like, that's dead, bro.
I've
like,
never heard a nigga say shout out to bankruptcy. Hey, the players of Monopoly are like, what?
The Wheel of Fortune are like, who is this motherfucker?
I know. D-Lee about to get the Monarch podcast. You want more tips? The Monarch. Go ahead, D-Lee. Go ahead.
Separate entity.
Yeah, I would say, I think this will answer it. Sort of my time. Like, I have, in the sense that, like, I have financial interest in which, like, there are certain things that I could dedicate towards like financial advancement rather. And I have like creative interests that I, they are, for the purpose of this answer, like, they're mutually exclusive.
Mm-hmm.
And so like, there are some days where like I sort of have to rob like kind of the creative interest to pay the financial interest. And there's some days when my brain is like, no, you gotta get this out, bro. Like the money will be like the check gonna cash. Like, you just gotta, get the pen out or like record or whatever.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think that's probably like the best answer I could think of for the
fire. Got you. 20.
I feel that I definitely feel that, D. And where you coming from on that one. I would say most recent one for me, and it's simple too as well. It's like, if I'm like, man, I'm too tired to work out today because I got to go to work. I know work's going to be crazy. You get what I'm saying? So I was like, nah, man, I ain't gonna do these inclines today because I gotta be on my feet the rest of the night at work or something like that. I think that's where if I'm taking away from myself as opposed to kind of like reserving some energies to make sure that I make it through the night at work or things like that. So yeah, I think that'll be probably the best fit for that question.
No, I got you. I'm gonna jump in on this one. Didn't really get to answer the other one, even though I kind of usurped 20s in a way. Well, both
20. Do you stretch before and after work?
I do after. Yo, listen, I do after. I used to. I don't know why. I did. I used to before, but I felt like I heard somewhere that you didn't need to, or
dynamic warm up to start.
You got a dynamic stretch. Yeah.
So like I pretend. Yeah, I know, right? I pretend like I do that. I pretend
mentally.
Get myself straight. Like this out of
yeah.
Like, I stretch out my arms and then I go run.
Correct.
Like that.
Dynamically. No, I mean, for me, I think spot on. I think I could pull from both y'all's answers. I think for sure though, like line drawn in the sand, I will rob my physical health commitment, my physical health routine for any other thing. Like insert other thing for real. Like insert other thing. And my thing is that like, and maybe 20, you got a little bit of this in you. And D-Lee, like I think in a weird irony, it's what pushes you to be even like have the knowledge of the stretching is like I've had to work out for so long. Like had to with consequence outside of natural consequence, like other imposed consequence that I'm like, anytime I can use my own autonomy to say I don't want to, so I'm not, I use it. I employ that card, that unlimited card. And so I do it. But also it's like in terms of maybe there's a naivete where I'm like, man, the window of opportunity for, you know, obviously like I got to submit shows or I got to get this idea out or we got to, you know, the window of opportunity feels smaller there than like, man, I'll get back to it next week. I might be a little more sore, but you know what I'm saying? I'm in shape for my age, so I can kick that shit down the road. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then the other one would be like general like because I'm an extrovert to the max. Like I'm an extrovert to the max. So it would be general like get outside time, not necessarily being in the mix time, but get outside time. I would do that more often if I didn't have these like self-imposed and or real deadlines to hit. But I didn't make that my number one because as y'all know, I will up and go on a vacation to grab all that back randomly. Y'all like, where's this nigga at? Like, nigga, my brain was about to explode. So I had to get up out of there to break the monotony. So that's that one. All right, let's wrap up the journey of this phrase. So many believe, and this is where we're at, 20, where you thought like where does it come from? Many believe the expression refers to times before the Reformation, so before Wycliffe's influence of reformists, when church taxes had to be paid to St. Paul's Church in London and to St. Peter's Church in Rome at the same time by the same empire. So it originally referred to the neglecting of paying a Peter tax to pay the Paul tax. So a real publication in the 17th century in 1661 actually published an explanation of the phrase. This is the first time in ATP history that somebody published, hey, we got to explain why people say this. Now, good thing they stopped so we can have a show.
That's true.
Good thing they stopped. But so the in Peter Heylyn's Ecclesia Restaurata, he said in 1661, the lands of Westminster as dilapidated by Bishop Thurlby, that there was almost nothing left to support the dignity for which good service he had preferred to see of Norwich. In the year foregoing, most of the lands invaded by the great men of the court, the rest laid out for reparation to the Church of St. Paul, paired almost to the very quick in those days of rapine. From hence first came that significant byword, as it is said by some, of robbing Peter to pay Paul. So the minute they started charging folks for the Church of St. Paul, niggas started saying, "Hey man, I gotta rob Peter to pay Paul." So actually, to our point that we brought up again, an ironic connection, a subconscious connection. Robbery back then was literally, damn, I owe St. Peter's Church that I gotta, and they call that robbing. Yeah. I'm robbing Peter of a tax.
Yeah,
these niggas was
because you
weak.
owe them, but you paying somebody else, so you robbing the one you owe.
Yeah. So it makes actually Cambridge's the most, if I can't say, it makes Cambridge's the most historically accurate. Now I do want to shout out the extension of this, because we always 1200s. In 1919, it jumped up even again with Rudyard Kipling's, and I shout out to Rudyard Kipling. In my recent years, I've heard how much of a shitty person he is, but before I found out how much of a shitty person he is that he wrote one of my favorite poems called I think it's You. And it's a letter from a father to his son, and it has one of the best bars in there where it says, if you can meet tragedy and tragedy and triumph as the imposters that they are, and treat them the same, something along those lines. So it's like even kill, like as a, be as even killed as you can when you down and when you up type of deal. He wrote in an adaptation of the phrase used to criticize the concepts of income redistribution and collectivism. So he was against that. In his poem, Gods of the Copybook Headings, he wrote, robbing selected Peter to pay for collective Paul. Now, the Gods of the Copybook Headings was used to show Kipling's disdain for the modern marketplace that was taking place in the 20th century, and he believed it to be naive and preferred past ways of living. Kipling mocks the God of the marketplace as a symbol, which was a symbol of fashionable ideologies and materialistic hopes that promises easy happiness, endless prosperity, and the denial of human limits. He was like, hey man, there's nothing in the world that's going to provide that for you. Nothing. You're fools. So like y'all choose who to rob to pay, but in the grand scheme, like that's not getting you ahead. And the theme was that societies often chase shiny new ideas while neglecting the hard realities that govern life. So with that said, have y'all ever believed something too good? This is a great question because I know who I'm asking. That's why I wrote it. So we'll do this before we appraise again as succinctly as possible, even though y'all might get on y'all soapboxes. Have y'all ever believed in a too good to be true promise only to realize you've been duped?
Man, D-Lee, I'm not even going to answer this question. D-Lee, go ahead and answer this question. Golly, because you know what? D-Lee answered the goddamn question.
He want to say something.
Are you sure?
Go for it, D-Lee. Go for it.
I'm sure, bro. I'm sure. Go ahead.
I mean, yeah, like I'm trying to think of like a specific example, but for sure having dabbled in some of the things that I dabbled in legal, like being in the crypto space.
Legal dabblings, so of course. All yes. Legal.
Yes.
We call that legal dabbling.
But yeah, I mean, like, it's very easy to sell and be sold dreams. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, for sure, having been in like certain spaces like what I just referenced. Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's necessary to go into detail,
dog. I need one. I'm sorry. I can't. I know we run out of time. I need one dream you bought. I need to know. I need one. You ain't got to tell the story. I just need to know with slight context. What's one dream? Come on, man. What's one dream you bought that you like? I can't believe. Something that you can laugh about now, at least. Something that still don't sting. And I don't even know if 20 has a category where I can laugh about it now. Hopefully you do, D-Lee.
I feel weird about bringing this up, but
we're potting, man. This is the evolution.
It's good for TV, I guess. So there was a thing called LLC Twitter. Not sure if y'all are familiar. There was someone on LLC Twitter. I won't shout out his name, but rest in peace to that brother. He was taking on. He made himself to appear much richer than he was.
Oh man!
And exactly he was taking. Okay, yeah.
This is going up, brother. This clip's probably going up.
But not gonna say his name though. Not gonna say his name. His name, he will remain unnamed. But I actually invested in his private equity. I actually was one of the few people that actually made out. Like, he did not pay out what he had promised according to the numbers, but based on people who got scammed out of 5-6 figure amounts to have got my money back and some, I consider myself very lucky. And part of that, I think, like, I genuinely cared too. So like maybe that helped, because like he was known, he was out there for like always making up these injuries, being in the hospital, his brother's sick or whatever. So I'll hit him on something like, I take him at his word at this point. You know, we just know he's a real. How is your brother doing? You know, like, so maybe it's because I cared or something.
Hey, he was like, hey, let me make, hey, that's why that good faith, that moment, that good faith, you didn't trust him, but that good faith, maybe it got your money back. I'm not going to post this because I don't want people to be like, hey, that's the nigga that got his money back. And I don't want you in the crosshairs, dog.
He got his money back, nigga. I still need mine.
I know RIP to the dude, but maybe they might think you in cahoots if you got your money back. 20, I'm coming to you, brother. There's got to be one that you can name.
Oh, man. No.
Why you do this man like that, bro?
No, brother.
Because I know this guy, D-Lee. I know this guy.
He knows that it's never over with. He knows it's never over with me. And to rally back up will just be riling me back.
Okay.
And delete and to the audience for future references. It doesn't matter how big or small it is. It doesn't matter how big or small it is, brother. You know what I'm saying? It's never over. It's never over. So no, Mario. I'm not gonna. You know, Mario knows, and that's.
I was just wondering which one would you pick out of the few, but we do know. Do not Varnell Hill.
Don't Varnell Hill me, bro. And I feel like that's one of the things that Mario learned early with me as a business partner. Like as a business partner, it's just like, bro, like, don't sell me. Like, I've been sold so many things, dog, because I'm just like a humble beginning person trying to find a way out. And it's like, you're just looking for the way out, dude. You're looking for the way out. And there's so many people out here that's going to sit up here and say, hey, yeah, man, I
got the way.
Man. I put you on this. I got the plug. Mm-hmm. I got this. I'm going to put you on the panel with these.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm going to put you in this city. Make sure you do this. And get that. And then all of a sudden, I fell through.
Hey, listen, the fell through is crazy. Okay, I won't make you do it. But, you know, no, don't Varnell Hill 20 is the I won't even bro him. Like, I know I haven't said this specifically, but like he gets it when he's like, do you need me? And I'm like, no. When I say no, it's because it's still in the selling phase.
Yeah.
It's still in the selling phase. And I'm like, I can't bring him in the selling phase.
I have the potential to ruin the selling phase.
Correct.
Because I'm so not with the selling phase at all. I'm not with the selling phase at all. So he knows that potentially, yeah, you know what? Let me keep him
out of it. I mean, I have bought many. It's not that I did not know. Here's my thing. I will buy dreams knowing that they're dreams. It's not like I'm not because the key to selling a dream is that you're selling a dream as a reality. Like that's the key. Is like I'm selling a dream, but I'm saying it's reality. That's the thing. I buy dreams knowing that they're dreams, and I want to see. Sometimes I'm like, okay, I want to see if you are person that's selling a dream because you believe in the dream so much that you will do anything to actualize it, and I'll be around for that and support that. Good faith,
right?
And then I will pull my, or if it's not that. So here's the resource. I'm willing to. The one thing that I can always try to get back is money. Here's the money for. Is this a dream only to get you money, or is it a dream to get the other thing? So I have many. I think. What's the one? I mean, the one is the most recent one that I would name. Shout out to everybody most recently. It's up to y'all to figure out who I'm talking about. If I still talk to you, obviously I'm not talking about you. If I don't talk to you anymore and you watch this show, I'm talking about you. That's the one that I can laugh about now. But I also laugh in the face of the Greeks the Greek page, the phrase page, they put like, I laugh, but I am serious or some shit. They have a Greek saying, and that's me wholeheartedly. All right, man. Let's grade it. Again, succinctly, power, impact when it's
Mario,
heard.
I feel like me and you had at least 4 or 5
We
of
have
these
a lot.
Bro, like, and that's just me and you, brother. You know what I'm saying? That's just me and you.
I mean, and D Lee has been in the business, so in this room, that is an episode all of its own.
Dude, like it's crazy.
Comes with the territory.
It does, and I'll give you that. I'll give you that. Like to own it, it comes with the territory of like, hey, you're in the field. There's gonna be some landmines. You in the field. There's landmines, dog.
Yeah.
Let's grade this thing. Impact, bro. A through F. Minuses, pluses count. Impact when it's heard or said.
Oof. You know I do the power, so I would say B plus only because of the longevity of it. I mean, when we went through the origin, it really didn't really change too much. You know, it had a couple of Wilf and Hither and all that stuff, good stuff by the 1800. But other than that, it was still the same saying, still meaning the same thing. Yeah, I'll give it a B plus. Only reason why I don't give it an A is because of it. We haven't really heard it metaphorically. I feel like if it had some type of metaphorically meaning to it, if it gave a little bit more of a metaphoric meaning to it, it'll have a little bit more power. But if you're just strictly talking about finances and robbing this person to pay this person, it's like, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
All right, whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, yeah. You know, so I give it a B plus just because of the longevity. The longevity really pushed it up from like a B minus or a C.
Got you. I would have gave it a B, but I respect the B plus because the longevity is sick and it says what it is. I won't belabor, but I also think the metaphorical thing is great, Dub. I also think that it don't do nothing, even though you say it and it means what it says. It don't really do nothing because you said it after. Like you have to have robbed Peter to pay Paul already, and you've already done it, so you can't not do it because somebody said it. And it don't take you out the situation you're in, which is you don't have the bread. As far as speed goes, does it flow off the tongue? Is it smooth to say? I think that's where it shines the most. Outside of it is hitting the nail on the head in terms of what it means. Robbing Peter to pay Paul, the alliteration, I've been saying it all season, is great. So I'm going to give it an A plus. Actually, A plus.
I ain't mad at that. I'm not mad at that, man. I'm not mad at that.
All right, D. Lee, I know we strapped for time. Give us your overall grade, all things considered. What's up?
All things considered, and definitely taking you guys' points and grades into consideration as well. I would probably, for what it doesn't do much, but for what it does, it's a solid B plus, you know, because the power is there. I was on the fence about just giving it a solid B because it is sort of like, it's one of those things that I'm not sure will continue to withstand the test of time. Like if our generation only hears it from the older generation, then it's like, well, what is like Gen Alpha? Like it's probably cooked by the time it gets to them. Cause like I wouldn't rely on the millennials to carry that on either. You know what I mean? So, but I think that the speed, the alliteration moves it from that solid B to that B plus.
Hell yeah. My guys. I love a digress. This was a show of digression, but it was like necessary digressing, and I love y'all for it. Let's get this last thing before we close out, man.
The Dictionary of Misinformation.
Oh, perfect, man. D. Lee, you want to pick a letter for us, big dogs? Since you the guest host?
Yeah, I'll go S for stretch.
Hey, please find me about
so strong.
And how it's not important. How stretching is not really important.
Hey, if stretch is in here, I'm picking it, dog.
Just a little word, you know. Ask for a letter. There's a letter.
Oh my gosh, bro. This guy comes up with why stretching is not really important and it doesn't help. D. Lee, I'm going to lose.
Oh man, no, there is not. There's not.
All right, good.
Let's see. Wait, man. Sorry, I'm gonna get this one going. Okay. This one's pretty silly, but let's just do the straitjacket and see what's going on. Straight and straight, STRAIGHT and STRIT, come from separate sources. The former is derived from the past participle of a Middle English word stretching, to stretch. Oh, I did choose one with stretch in it. To stretch. The latter comes from Middle English. Straight means tight or close or narrow. Oh, shit. Okay. This is actually kind of fire. So the word straight is used by geographers and mapmakers derived from this latter source. Thus, the correct form of straitjacket is actually without the GH, even though we spell it with GH. Straitjacket with GH means a stretchy jacket. A straitjacket without the GH is a tight jacket, but we spell it stretch jacket.
Like it's stretchy. Yeah. Okay. Come on, Silas.
Come on, man. Give him the stretchy. I'm voting for, instead of taking the GH out, let's change the jacket to give these crazies a little more room.
Give a little more room to be
crazy.
Give a little
room to be crazy. D. Lee, man, before you get out of here, brother, any last words, man?
Yeah, for sure. So, Creator Spotlight series once a month, Monarch Brand in partnership with the Appraise show. If you follow ATP, you will see it coming up, but just be on the lookout. We have some really good episodes coming up for the last quarter of this year. And if you sit at a desk most of the day, definitely stretch the piriformis. You know what I mean? Like, don't foam roll them, but like definitely, near the glutes, get them out there. And I'm only saying that because people are here, and like if they're already here, then like why not? But yeah,
my nigga, hey, appreciate you, boss.
20 over.
Where you at, dog? Hit me 20. Leave us with something.
Hey, listen, man. Listen, guys. All right. You shouldn't rob Peter to pay Paul. But if you got to rob Peter to pay Paul, just go ahead and rob him. Just go ahead and rob him. Clean him out.
If you go rob Peter to pay Paul, clean him out.
Clean him out. Clean him out. Don't leave nothing.
Leave no doubt.
Leave him stretched out.
How about that? Hey, dog.
Hey, Mario.
Hey, man. While you're robbing, if you don't want to pay Paul, you can always pay attention to how you can find us. And that is on Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube for the visuals. We brought to you by the Underdog Podcast Network. Go to appraisethephrase.com for all the other things. Like we said, we got the Creator Spotlight. We got the Writers Club. We got more episodes coming. Our digital partners. We just rocked an event out in DC. More events coming. Until we see you in one of those spots, remember that value is in the eye of the appraiser. We'll check you next week.